My 15-year-old brother took his own life 3 years ago. Every day I struggle with forgiving him because it seemed like a very selfish and weak thing to do.
My ex-boyfriend said he would kill himself if he wasn't with me. I call him my ex because he's gone. I've been feeling grief for 2 months now.
My dad took his own life 2 days before my 10th birthday. And, it ripped the family apart pretty significantly. I remember I had woken up the night that he had passed. And I had dialed his number. I was like, I just want to talk to him so bad, And then I never did. And for the longest time, I was like, that would have made all the difference. I find that I'm angriest in moments of transition. So like graduating from high school or, getting a new job. Moments where it's like, I wish he was here to see what I'm doing. Maybe it's too easy to say we all make mistakes, because that's a pretty big mistake.
Alright, before I start this video, I just wanted to say this is for entertaining purposes only. And if you're having trouble with suicide, please tell someone. And if you can, I'm gonna leave the suicide line in the description. Alright, this video is just gonna be some quotes that I found on the internet and Reddit. And most of these quotes, I wrote one of them, but another one, I found them on Reddit. This quote is actually a 13-year kid just like me. So I just wanted to read it to just show the world what kids think these days. So the quote starts. Why is it that the media or the world sees men as strong? So society has expectations for guys. Like we're supposed to be these strong, tough dudes and never show any emotions. Like there's this unwritten rule that we have to always have it together. But let me tell you, the pressure can be overwhelming. It's like we're carrying the weight of the world on our shoulders, man. The thing is that we're humans too. We have feelings, emotions, and struggles, just like everyone else. But for some reason, we feel like we have to put on this act, wear a mask, and pretend everything is okay, even when it's not. Scared that if we show any vulnerability, people will think we're weak. I'm not trying to be an emo goth person here, but I'm 13, and I meet kids in middle school that want to kill themselves because their dad thinks they're too weak to do this or that. Feels like they're not good enough for them. But it's pretending it's just a tool on mental health, man. We start to think that we're not good enough because we can't live up to our unrealistic expectations of always being strong. We bottle up our feelings and it eats us away, out us from the inside. It's no wonder the words of depression and suicide are hard among us. Guys, real strength is not always being invisible. It's about being honest with ourselves and others. It's about having the courage to reach out to lean on our friends, family, professionals who can help us through the tough times. We need to create a support system where we can lift each other up instead of tearing each other down. That is one of the quotes I found on Reddit. It just really shows how people, from all ages can just think about killing themselves. It doesn't have to be 7-year-old man or 15-year-old kid. It can be kids too, The second quote, I'm gonna read it right now. The second quote says, alright, I found this quote on Reddit. It's asking, people who attempted suicide 5 years ago, are you glad you didn't succeed? And a Reddit person called Listen Bruh said, yes, but at the time, no. I was a teenager and I was in an emotional and physical abusive household. I didn't have any friends. I was sucking at school because I didn't give a fuck, and I feel like I didn't have any sort of future worth living for. Like a lot of people, I really honestly didn't have anyone who would miss me. I often, myself and my mom, pointed this fact out to me, and I went to my room and OD'd. My younger sister found me and I was taken to the hospital. I spent 3 years in and out of treatment facilities. After that, because my family was still abusive and dysfunctional, problems still stuck around. And for the last couple of years, I turned 18. I thought of killing myself every day. Then I moved out of the found freedom. I found a job that I enjoyed. After some time, I found a city I love living in. I found a group of friends I connected with. I found a husband and I had a baby. I honestly feel that at this point in my life, I am the luckiest lady in the world. Here's the thing, life is made up of many lives. Where you are today is not necessarily where you'll be tomorrow or next week or next year or 10 years down the road. You may be right that the life you're living right now sucks. It isn't worth waking up for. But the world changes so quickly, you change so quickly, even if it's taking a while, you will happen into a new life. Live for that one. Live for the one that's around the corner or the corner after that one. I will get better one day. You will wake up in the morning and look forward to your day, and a horrible feeling you're feeling right now will be a very distant memory. If today is not worth living for, live for a better day in the future. It will get better. Right, this quote that I'm about to say doesn't really affect suicide or mental health. It just helps bring light to the world, you know. I just wanted to share with it. Here's a quote. Alright, I found another quote with the same question. This one is for stuff rules. It says, so very true. I'm only 23 now, but when I was 13, I was diagnosed with muscular FSHD. I was a complete goofball, athlete kind of guy, class clown, made everybody laugh, and I was very well. I was really thin, but I had like cereal fat, some decent muscle, but I was pretty thin. I excellent at things like high jump and track and field because of how light I was, and basketball because I was also pretty tall for my age and really enjoyed shooting baskets in my spare time. But I inevitably knew that my health was declining after I got diagnosed. I really hoped that would just go away like a flu or something, but it stuck around. I could feel it chiseling away in my insides, and I tried to sleep some nights. Days where I may have overexerted myself, muscles tear as they normally do, but they don't really heal up, therefore fall apart. Anyway, getting sidetracked here. Before I was diagnosed, I played sports like hockey, basketball, soccer, volleyball, etc. Then my condition hit a spot where I hindered the team I was on. I wasn't contributing as much as I would have liked, so I went into curling and golf. Curling didn't last too long. I could keep zoning out and sleeping, falling on my butt. Golf, though, meant I loved that. I worked at the golf course in my middle school years, so I got to go for free or discount. My mom was my boss, so I didn't really sure what happened. She just gave me a golf cart and told me to have fun. First little while was a little rough, getting the swing down properly as I expected. Plus, I was a little weaker with upper body strength, so I had my own little quirks to work up as well. But I would always go out with a friend. Never knew if you run into a golf or a beer. Good to have somebody with you. And I got better. Best feeling in my life was standing in the center of the fairway during twilight golf. Golfing in the evening when a very light breeze, maybe 22 or 23 degrees, sea sun, just peeking over the trees beside us, hitting the ball perfectly down the rest of the sloped fairway, towards the green with a little straw running behind. Its best memory ever. Anyway, sorry for the rain. Now I'm on a wheelchair attending university. I met some pretty amazing people. I only keep close with a couple. Same with my friends from high school rather than the whole gang. So yeah, that's me and my adventures.